And before we go, fans, adding to the news segment, we had a little movie that came out that comic book fans might be familiar with, X-Men First Class. I don't know if
Kung Fu Panda 2.
That was...
I don't know, like...
I know you enjoyed it too.
I enjoyed it,
I know. Yes. And he does have a comic book, so I guess you could possibly argue comic book related. But I think that was chicken before the egg thing. Anyways, so X-Men First Class came out, did all right at the box office. A lot of fans are really liking it. Some people have some problems with it, but I gotta say I overall liked it. Don't think of it as a prequel though, because if you do, then you're going to rip your hair out at all the continuity errors that are in there.
Yeah,
yes.
All the continuity errors.
Do not think of it as a prequel to the previous series. Think of it as a complete reboot, which I am a fan of. If you saw the last X-Men movie, you're not upset.
And Wolverine Origins.
Yes, and Wolverine Origins, which I just brush over.
Yeah.
So anyway, this movie is set in 1962, really focuses around 3 people, I would say. It's going to center around Magneto, Professor X, and Sebastian Shaw, who, you know, Magneto met up with when he was younger in the Nazi camp, and Sebastian sort of found out about his mutation and tried to train him, but his methods weren't always the greatest, leaving Magneto to search out for him many years later to basically kill him as dead as possible. Which is when he meets Professor X, and, you know, they form this little team to try and save the world because Sebastian Shaw is trying to use the Cuban Missile Crisis to, you know, basically wipe out the human population and leaving the way clear for mutants to rule the world. Yes. So, besides those big 3, a lot of the other characters aren't really fleshed out at all. They're there as window dressing for the argument of mutation, good or bad. But, you know, I really enjoyed Emma Frost. I thought, you know, most of her time on the screen was really well done. Azazel kicked butt. But I'm a big Nightcrawler fan, so I was cool to see his pops in action.
I miss Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
Yes, well, but I also thought that the new guy, Nicholas Hoult, I actually really liked his Beast portrayal. It actually stood out amongst some of the other mutants in the film. The only thing I didn't really like, and this could be a spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie yet, is how quickly and easily Darwin died. This is the mutant that's supposed to adapt to anything to survive, and they wipe him out pretty quick, so...
That will do it.
That was a little upsetting. Also, spoiler alert, there were a couple of cameos that were really fun, including Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Rebecca Romijn as Mystique. I thought they were both really well done and a good send-off to the previous series, which I am now going to wipe from my memory because this one was so awesome that I can't wait for this new trilogy.
Better not tell Bryan Singer that. He'll kill us all.
You know, Brian's got other stuff he's working on. Anyway, that's it for this week, folks.
We will see you next week. Someone turn off the camera.